Hello.
I love that both you and I void wrote no.
No.
Yep.
Personal growth. No. Hairstyle change.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Monsterhearts at Gilbert College. I'm joined by incredible players today, and very wonderful people, all of them. And I just turned some music on, so let me know how the levels are between myself and my players, but I will give you a chance to check that out by asking them to introduce themselves, starting with someone who isn't chewing. So, Void.
Who isn't chewing? I was definitely chewing. Hi everyone.
Shit,
I'm
my
Void.
bad.
You can find me at VoidCat Gaming. I haven't been streaming recently because I just started a full-time job and I haven't figured out scheduling yet. But I'm here today, and I'm very excited because we just talked about this. But I DM Jake DM me, but we haven't played together yet. So we finally get to play together, and it's immediately two characters who are just like. I've been planning on having a fight with Jake since I found out what Jake's character was, so I'm super excited. Anyway, hi, I'm Morgan. You might know me as the leader of like the first ever sorority at Gilbert College. Last year we were like witch centric because I thought that magic could heal the world, but I realized that action is what we need to heal the world. So we're all about like our connection to nature. Like we started a community garden with the sorority, so like we just really want people who are like who care about the environment and the future of our planet. Yeah, thanks.
Of course. Perfect. It
You love to
isn't
see
anything
character
about
growth.
making a deal with a fae.
Oh, it had absolutely nothing to do with our deal with the fae. By the way, we have fae patrons.
That Morgan may or may not be casually sleeping with. Anyway.
It might be more. Morgan doesn't understand how Morgan feels. Okay, let's not talk about
Morgan? Feelings? Ew, never.
it. Ew.
Let's talk about Lee. Lee, the ghost, is back. We haven't seen Lee since February. I'm so glad you're playing. No, January. Holy butts, I'm so glad you're playing with us again. Thank you so much
it's been
for
a
joining
minute.
the game. Tell us about Lee and a tiny bit about what Lee's been up to.
Let's see. So Lee Cutling is a. I mean, I'll just give the whole spiel because they've already been here before. So, so they're a ghost from the 1940s. They're non-binary. They used to haunt Winchester House, where Mu Epsilon Delta first took off back when they were big into, witch stuff and thought having a ghost best friend would be just top-notch for vibes. Since then, they met another ghost, and that ghost died in, I think, like the 80s? 90s? I don't actually remember. But he was a big fan of Star Wars. So Lee's been hanging out with him, learning about Star Wars, is pretty sure that most of the films are fictional. And they have been sort of working on expanding their boundary outside of Winchester House to the campus as a whole. So they haven't been spending much time at home lately. And so this will be a little bit of a return for them. And that's Lee.
Amazing. Dakota, welcome back. Can you tell us about you? And I say this is the start of a new school year. We only saw Dakota a little bit last year, but I feel like there's been a little bit of like new year, new me, sophomore intention setting. So how is Dakota feeling? What is their deal?
Yeah, definitely. Dakota last year was all about being Morgan's like perfect little. and being like a really good member of the Nu Epsilon sorority. But these days he's kind of like he's switched gears to be a little bit more student government centric. I think his experience working with Ezra last year kind of like opened his eyes to that part of the campus, and so he's a little bit more curious to explore that. But you know, he still attends all of the sororities events, and he's still like supportive of their new eco bent. And he's yeah, especially because he's kind of got a little taste for the Fae stuff.
Amazing.
A little taste.
Oh. Yes, we I'm just thinking like there's like kissing sisters of like if you and your sister of like your like sorority sister have been with the same person. What is it with cousins?
Not kissing
Because
cousins.
kissing cousins is just a yeah.
That's something else.
That's a whole other thing. All right, we'll figure out a name for that.
Is it well, there was a show when never mind. Nope, can't even say those words.
All right.
I'm not.
Why don't you instead introduce yourself, Art?
My name is Jake, and I'll be playing Art. Art has, spent the summer. He went through a breakup and kind of like this touch and go with the relationship, and he's decided to kind of use that as a growing moment and try to better himself and grow his following naturally and go that route.
Beautiful. Well, as always, I am Guilty, your GM, and we are going to get into another beautiful session of Monsterhearts at Gilbert College. This one is late August, and we're calling it Freshmen Fresh Meat. So, everyone here is, with the exception of Lee, who is a ghost, is a sophomore now at a rising sophomore at Gilbert College, a small liberal arts school in the Northeast. Remus, thank you so much for those bits, by the way. Yeah, I love it. So much hype. These players deserve so much hype. Thank you so much for being here. But yes, we're at Gilbert College, a small liberal arts school nestled up in New England. The semester is going to start in just a few short days. However, right now it is the hallowed week of freshman orientation. So not many non-freshmen or transfer students are on campus right now, but a lot of student group leaders are, because today is the day of the student org fair, where everyone has their little card table on the field and recruits new members to their student organization. And we'll start with Morgan and Lee setting up their table for the new Epsilon Delta sorority, co-ed sorority. Morgan and Lee, Morgan, can you give me like a visual of just like what is going down on this card table? What are the vibes? What are you serving these bright-eyed 18-year-olds today?
The vibes? Everything is decorated in pastel pink, pastel purple, and like little accents of black. The table is like cute. Just we've got confetti kind of sprinkled on there, but don't you worry, guys. It is biodegradable paper. Okay? Recycled. None of this plastic stuff. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Is it that paper with like the little seeds in it? So like
Yeah, when it blows away, it's gonna grow.
Perfect for the baseball field.
Yeah, right? It definitely won't cause any problems for anybody in the future. Like, thoughtful Morgan, right?
Beautiful,
We
beautiful.
we of course used the manpower of all of the people that are tangentially connected to the sorority to like build us like a wooden display that goes above the table that has the letters painted in black on like a pink background to attract people to us. We got balloons. No, the balloons are not good for the environment, obviously. But don't bring it up or anything. We have pamphlets and we have bottles that have like the logo on it, but not t-shirts because t-shirts are only if you make it through Rush.
Perfect. And perfect you mentioned this because Lee is your Rush chair. Lee, how are they feeling? How are they feeling about Rush?
Lee doesn't know what Rush is or what a Rush chair is, and is just there to do whatever Morgan tells them to do. But most recently that was to blow up all the balloons, but Lee doesn't breathe, so they found someone else to do it, and they're watching as this random sorority, co-ed sorority member is blowing up balloons. Yes, excellent, good job.
Honestly,
You're
that means
doing well.
I taught you well.
Thank you. Morgan, I just wanted to say, I know I haven't been at the house a whole lot. I've been learning about the stars and what's out there. Apparently there's a lot going down since I was last on this plane. George has told me a lot with their laser swords and various wizards.
Oh my god, did you say laser swords?
Yes, apparently they have all kinds of laser swords out there right now.
Wait, have you been watching Star Wars?
Yes, I've watched a great deal of Star Wars with George over the shoulders of various Gilbert College students.
Oh my god. Oh, you mean George Lucas?
Possibly. I'm not actually sure of George's last name. It might be Lucas.
Okay.
I'll ask him the next time I see him. Morgan, you probably don't care and have already forgotten, but I'm sure at some point recently you have seen George around the house, who definitely, as a ghost, appears as a blue kind of force ghost by choice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Absolutely true. This is
canon. Wait,
canon.
when you say George, you mean like
George? Yes, George from the house. You've met them many times, in fact.
Oh, like I'm actually not surprised that George is into Star Wars. Like that makes sense.
Yeah. He sort of died in one of their shirts, so.
Okay, well, you know exactly what to do then. You just be Princess Leia and everybody else is just like,
Okay. Yes, I am the princess.
Yeah, and you need to just like figure out who you think would be perfect for the rebellion, okay?
Okay, yes.
And if they seem like super cool and suave and like Han Solo like you just write their name down. And just like get their info. And if they seem like they're kind of like you're more likely to run into them at like some scum bar or whatever, trying to like get their arms cut off or whatever, don't write their name down, okay? That's how we're gonna
Excellent. Lee has a notepad and like a number 2 pencil, and he's like, looking for scruffy nerf herders, underline, not looking for Mos Eisley dorks, underline. Okay, excellent. I believe I understand now. And they look at the other sorority member who actually can breathe and blow up balloons and just go back to, yes, excellent. Good job. Another one. Nice.
Another one.
And another one.
Dakota, you are a full member of the New Uplands sorority. However, you have been asked to staff the student government table at this freshman orientation fair. They are conveniently right next to each other, though.
Nice.
So, how are you preparing for the onslaught of fresh meat?
So, first of all, I am wearing a pair of khaki shorts, pressed and rolled up to an almost obscene height, and I'm I'm also wearing a polo with the Gilbert College like logo on it,
Ooh.
and in the Gilbert College colors. So I believe it's white and red, right?
Beautiful.
I have like some sunscreen on my nose and my signature platform sneakers, and I'm laying out like orientation folders for new students to pick up on their way in, and I also have like a series of pamphlets from different sororities and fraternities, but key though is the New Epsilon Delta flyer is on top of all of them, or it's given like prominent placement. I think he also has like a clipboard with like what's it called, voter registration forms, because like potentially these are like newly 18 like kids coming in, and it's like, you know, we want them to be active in like actual US government. So
Aww. Politically active regent. We love it. All right. Yeah, I guess I think you were probably tapped for this, not by the current student body president, who is Ezra Thassan, but by the vice president, whose name I'm going to look at chat and see in 5, 4, 3. Their name is Buttercup. Their parents were hippies.
Amazing.
They're a she, they. And yeah, Buttercup Hector is her name. Thank you, Kiwi Sanctuary and Fluffy Butt,
Okay.
for your contributions.
Those are names.
Those are names. So Buttercup, who a lot of people call Butts, in like a she's cool with it, happy, nice sort of way. Butts comes by and is like, "Oh my gosh, Dakota, you are absolutely a natural at this."
oh, thank you, Buttercup. Do you think I missed anything? Should we get balloons, or what's the
No, balloons are tacky.
quick glance over at the
You wanna
sorority
fight?
table. Okay.
No, we've got the folders. Oh my gosh, voter registration. Incredible idea. Really, we just have to wait for the freshies to get out of their latest orientation thing. And then there's lunch on the lawn, and they like filter through. Our goal is to get like 15 signups. We're not looking to really shake up the, you know, like we've got a pretty good student council going, right? Like we're not really looking to change things that much. It's stable. So yeah, just, you know, be sure to tell everyone how much work it is to be in student government.
Absolutely. Yeah. Aye, Captain.
I'm gonna go get a cookie. Do you want a cookie?
Chocolate chip, please.
Okay, I'll bring you back a cookie.
Thank
And
you.
she wanders away. Art, finally, your table is on the other side of the new Epsilon Delta pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe this for us, please?
Oh no, we got rid of the table immediately.
Oh boy.
Immediately we got rid of the table, and we're using the space to meditate and allowing people to be interested in what we're doing. It's more of a show than it is a sign up, because the thing is that we're not really there to pull people who aren't uninterested. We're there to kind of just show who we are and let the people that want to come and join us because they're ready for it.
Okay, so you've got like cushions down on the field.
Oh yeah. I mean, ideally we're near like a grassy hill, and we're taking over as much of that hill as we possibly can. Ideally in a large circle, large groups of us probably meditating, even possibly chanting slightly. Nothing wild, nothing crazy. It's not a football game. We're not out there, rah rah rahing. We're just just trying to become in sync with each other.
Cool. And I know if this were last year, your second in command would probably be there with you, Ada.
Mm-hmm.
But given it is a fresh start, new year, you and she are on a break.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean,
do you have any backup here, support? Do you have a particularly dedicated assistant?
And the reason we don't is because we're in the process of finding who that person is.
So all this we is a royal we.
Mm-hmm.
We are looking for our assistant.
We're looking for someone that wants to not just find themselves, but find themselves upon a higher plane. To find deeper meaning in not just themselves, but around the people with them that can take all of us to the next level. That's who we're looking for.
Can you take me higher? That's what I'm hearing.
Don't call me when everybody's wearing a uniform and Nikes. I'm just saying.
I mean, everyone there is in fact wearing a very navy blue shirt. The color is there. There's a blue, but it is mostly devoid of color. The uniqueness of each individual is non-existent. There is a person, you can tell that they are different, but they themselves blend together.
Perfect. And on this auspicious day of freshman orientation, as it is just you at your table, Art, I'm going to give you a chance to gaze into the abyss and, get a little support from the one who's always there for you, if not in a menacing and confusing way. So as you're sitting there on your, on your pillow, could you please make me a roll with dark? And I know I'm imposing this roll on you, but go ahead and let me know what Arthur would most like to know or ask about either today or just the school year ahead.
Yeah, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
No bonuses, no nothing.
Whoo! Nice.
I would say Art is looking to see if that very special someone is actually going to come in today. Are we going to see that person? Or is this just another day to just show those and grow amongst the peasants or the sheep?
Ooh. This is a very interesting question. Okay, is someone special going to arrive today? As you sit there on your throw pillow, the morning dew seeping up into it from the grass below, you feel the physical around you slip away. You're no longer aware of your dark blue shirt or the fact that your butt's about to get wet. All
Maybe I
you
like
can
it.
sense is Typhon's presence, and it's all around you. And with his many tendrillous, appendages? Does he have appendages? I know it's a snake god.
I mean,
but...
he's got arms, and on his arms are covered in snakes. So
Lovely. Okay.
yeah.
On his many herpetological appendages.
Think Medusa, except for instead of snake hair, because he's got a big old bushy beard, and he's got arms, and his hands are like snakes, and he's
So,
got
like-
dragons on his shoulders.
A combination between Medusa and Bill Nye from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I absolutely heard you say Bill Nye, and I was so confused.
Well, he is a science guy, so
Right, so Bill Nye the Science Guy with his snake hands gives you a big hug. We're doing so well, y'all. It's me.
I feel the warm embrace of Typhon, or
You-
as we have been calling him Ty for short, because we find that Typhon is difficult for people to comprehend that, and there's such a negative connotations that we have just begun to call him Ty.
I love that. Okay, so you feel your guy Ty all around you. And goose flesh raises on your arms as it almost feels like these little snakes are like reaching out to take a taste.
Mm-hmm.
And then you feel the flutter of the snake tongues across your eyelids, and you feel them pull your eyes open. And you're looking out across the field, but you're not actually looking. This is within your vision. You can tell because there are no annoying balloons next to you. You're looking out, and you see like a cloud far in the distance, but then it gets closer, and it's shrouded in darkness, but then a huge swarm of freshmen run onto the field from every direction, and you can sense this figure growing, radiating power. And you hear a whisper in your ear that says, "Oh yes, you will meet someone special." And when you open your eyes, that crowd of freshmen is coming towards you. But all the rest of the tables are back.
I look around and I look at the rest of the group as they are meditating, and I stand up and I walk on the inner side of the circle, slowly, continuously looking over at the freshmen as that has drawn my attention over. And I go, "You are all doing wonderful, my children. You're all doing amazing. You all are special. You all are moving forward. The world is going to be a better place because of you. Continue." Yes.
Excuse me, Art, should I be getting B-roll Like, are we gonna film TikToks today?
That is not today's plan. We will get back to that.
Okay, but if you ask me in 2 days, like, where's the TikTok from freshman orientation? Like, we want to hop on the Bama Rush tag. I'm not gonna have anything.
I snap my fingers in his face.
Ooh, make a roll to shut someone down.
That's cold, right?
Yeah. My goodness.
Are you questioning me right now?
I'm just...
You're
I
just
mean-
what?
Ada always likes B-roll.
Yeah, well, guess what? Ada's not here right now, is she?
Yeah, where is she?
That's for her to know.
Oh,
Sit back down.
shit.
Did what? Did what?
No, nothing. That's for her to know.
Exactly. Now go back and meditate. You're completely off.
Sorry.
In fact, you know what? Do me a favor. Turn around. Sit back down. And go back to meditating. If I wanted B-roll, I would have asked for it.
Yes,
There's
sir.
no reason to question me. And I look at the rest of you. I look at the rest of the group and I'm like, does anyone else have any questions for me?
I think your 10 on cold means the answer is no.
I go, continue to meditate. If a freshman pulls your attention, someone grabs your attention, you think that they're the person that needs to belong to us, I want you to just quietly get up and walk over to them. I will be back. I expect each of you to find one person. And I walk away. And I would like to go towards that crowd.
All right.
I want to go to the cloud.
You can definitely walk towards the crowd. And with your 10, you also gained insight. No, that's a keep your cool. Sorry. The 10 on shut someone down. You can gain a string on this NPC, gain a or give them a condition, or you can take one forward. So your choice.
I'll take one forward.
Okay.
Me gaining a string doesn't do anything on an NPC. Them gaining a string on me does.
Yeah, they could lose a string on you, but I don't think they have that. Okay, cool. So you walk into the crowd of freshmen. Let's hop back to Morgan, Lee, and Dakota. You see that the doors to like the main event space, they call it the chapel, on campus have been flung open, and a whole bunch of students, probably like 300 or 400, are headed your way. Some of them go to the lunch tent first, but a whole bunch of them are coming by.
Yeah, I want to gaze into the abyss. I want to use the. I think my. I want to use the. What is it? The gaze into the abyss ability. Yeah. So when Lee gazes into the abyss, it basically goes into ring wraith vision from Lord of the Rings. It's like everything is like, it's like Frodo's just put on the ring. There's this weird turbulent wind blowing everything around. Everything is like this like kind of dark faded blue hues, and all of these like hundreds of living people register as these bright white glowing kind of like ghosts, and what I want to look for is anyone who isn't glowing.
Ooh, okay, give me a roll with dark, please.
Dark, This one. And no modifiers. What did I get? Oh yeah, a 9.
9. Okay. Very nice. On a 6 to 9, no, on a 7 to 9, the abyss shows you confusing and alarming visions. Ooh, did you get your answer? Okay. So, also, question, what does Lee look like when he's just like trying to go ring wraith?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Does
Do
he
you
just
mean,
like
like-
freeze and like stare
Yeah,
at one spot, or become
Yeah,
less corporeal somehow, or
I described it last time as like they just go like completely like stock still.
I like that.
They already kind of don't move around a lot or express a whole bunch. But it's their eyes open wide and they don't blink and they sort of just stand there looking almost comatose.
I love that. Okay, so their siblings around them are sort of like just leaning over and around Lee
Yeah,
to like
reaching around them.
weave the extra flowers into the trellis and like position the last balloons. But Lee, with you going into the zone, you do zero in on this crowd, and it feels as though you're getting tossed this way and that as you're like making your way through these glowing white human forms. But there are actually a number of them that don't feel completely human.
Hell yeah.
Potentially
Something
not
weird,
a
right?
huge surprise for the number of monstrous classmates in the freshman year, but yeah, there are certain individuals here that seem like they're glowing with like a bright orange, or like a violent pink, or like a very serene blue, or like a rolling clouds gray, or a pulsing purple. So yeah,
Go for it.
you
I was just gonna
see
say I
this
think
in
they
the
go
crowd.
towards the purple one.
Ooh, you're gonna yeah. And I think that's about as much specificity as your ghost powers grant you.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think they basically like start walking through this crowd, and it's that thing where like when someone just walks and has zero intention of like avoiding you, the crowd just kind of like parts around them like, oh yes, oh whoa, what the, okay buddy, and like they just keep walking until they come to whoever had the kind of purple ebbing glow, and then they snap back to normal vision.
Ooh. Okay. You are suddenly standing in front of a freshman girl. She's dressed sort of like what do kids wear? She's dressed in a confusing manner to you because it looks like she went shopping at Claire's in 2002. But as you look around, you see that, oh yeah, that is sort of the style again.
Oh,
Curious.
No. Oh,
So
wow,
not
we've made a
boy.
lot of mistakes.
and
Go
she's
for it.
looking straight back at you, a little confused as to why you're right there, but puts out a hand.
Right, yes, the hands. Lee takes it, gives it a shake. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lee Cutling. I work for Mu Epsilon Delta, and I'd like to welcome you to our house.
Can you please make me a roll with hot?
Ooh, I'm bad at it.
You'll be fine.
Ah.
I feel like this is the compelling someone to do something. Oh
This is gonna
no.
be bad. Ooh, that's a whole fail.
Whole
That's like
fail.
that's like a big fail for grown-ups.
Mark experience.
Yeah.
Mark experience.
There's always a bright side on the dark cloud, all right?
And she gives you the look like she's not sure what you're talking about, and then it sinks in that this is an organization. She's like, "Oh, I'm not really sure if Greek life is right for me."
We're not in Greece. This is actually North America. In
Okay,
fact,
but like I
believe
play
Mystic,
lacrosse,
Connecticut.
and it's gonna be. You're kind of funny though. I play lacrosse, and like they've told me that it's gonna be really intense. I don't know if I'll have time.
I understand that lacrosse is one of your physical activities for the outdoors, but while indoors, you might want to do something a little more exciting, like, I don't know, explore the mysteries of the universe and help save our planet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll like pick up a packet and stuff when
Excellent.
I'm
We
gonna
have
do
packets.
the round.
And they turn and they point where all fucking balloons are. The trellis with all the flowers woven through it. You can find our trellis there with all the flowers woven through it.
You got it.
Excellent.
I'm
Farewell
sorry.
and good luck on all your lacrossing.
Oh.
Crossing.
Thank you. And she like curtsies to you because she's not sure what else to do.
Lee gives a fucking perfect curtsy
Incredible.
right back. Oh,
Ugh.
someone more old-fashioned. I enjoy that. Thank you.
You salvaged this moment. This is beautiful. Morgan and Dakota. The rest, while Leah's been talking to Rachel, you know, the front lines of the
fresh meat.
of the fresh meat have reached the tables, and the student government one is actually the very first one they get to, but you know, the sorority and the cult are right next door.
Yeah, the cult.
The club.
Yeah, yeah, we saw how you just treated everybody 10 seconds ago. Don't get me started. Even I don't do
All
that.
right, so student
Even
government
I
and the
do
two
not do
cults
that.
are right next door.
It's true, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's true.
Dakota, one of the very first people to roll up to you, is wearing a smart little sweater vest, and they walk right up to the table and are like leaning over and checking out everything there. And then they see you and they like blush extremely crimson.
Oh, nice.
Like to match your
I
shirt.
bat my eyelids and I say, "Welcome to Gilbert College. Here's your orientation folder for all of the new freshmen. And also, if you were thinking about Greek life, here are a bunch of flyers." And I think that Dakota takes out from underneath the table, hidden from Buttercup while they were setting up, like a set of like headshots. And they're headshots of the different like offices of student government, but Dakota's headshot is on top, and it says student president in bigger letters than coordinator underneath it. And he's like, just so you know, these are your current officers for student body government. And, just let me know if you need any assistance. Wink.
Roll for hot. I was gonna let you have that until a wink. Sorry, the second wink.
Gladly. Nice.
Beautiful. All right. With a 7 to 9, your list of options is this person gives you a string. Oh, no, it's my choice. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. Is it too early? Yeah, it's too
Never too early.
No.
No,
Never too.
let's get messy immediately.
So, this person is gonna be like, you know, when you go to like the career fair and there are those people who just like don't know when to leave a table? This kid is obsessed with you now, and he is gonna like clutch this to their chest and like shoot out a hand because you didn't even ask their name. He's like, thank you so much. I'm Chester. He, they. Can you just like tell me all about it?
Absolutely. But it's kind of getting hot. Can you get me a drink first, please?
Oh my god, baby, I'm so proud of you.
There's
yeah, the food tent is right there. What do you want?
No, I really love a Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's one in the student union. Yeah, what's your order?
I'd really love a tall iced coffee, half calf macchiato with a double shot of whipped cream and, a bunch of caramel, please.
Tall? I'll get you a venti.
Thank you.
And Chester runs off. I'll make a note. Getting Starbies for Queen Bitch. Sorry, no, Dakota. You're all coming for each other's titles. I love it.
It's a messy world, baby.
All right, and Morgan, your I don't want to say underlings, your siblings are immediately busy as freshmen are just, the certain type thing, it seems to be working.
You know that Morgan's like goal is just heading the table by using hot on everybody and just like being as like, don't you want to go to that table that super hot girl is at? And then like the moment anybody gets near, she's just like, oh, it's so nice to see you, and then immediately delegates them to one of the sisters.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Don't fail me, hot. Please. Close enough.
Okay, a partial succeed. All right. Well.
And also offering that pink candy that we have.
That pink candy. Sorry, can you tell me more about your pink candy?
Yeah, we have two kinds of candy depending on what you're into. We have some hard candies if you like to just suck on it for a while. And if you're more into, biting, we have some soft mochi balls. They're cherry, so they're just like pink on the inside.
You're giving this spiel.
Well, if anybody asks me about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say
salaciously.
A very cute looking, very tall transfer student has come by the table. Their name is Robin, and they asked you about the candy. And they also they seem to be swallowing down childish thoughts at your explanations of this.
Childish. Oh, I forgot to add one thing. Absolutely everybody I run into, but particularly this person, we are throwing a party tonight, and I will make them promise to come.
Oh my god.
For those of you at home, I stole one Fey move. It's one of my upgrades, and that's whenever anybody breaks a promise to you, they get experience. Whenever, and I get experience. Sorry, excuse me. If they make a promise to me, they get experience. If they break it, I get experience. So absolutely everybody who's breaking promises to me. It's funny to know.
Perfect. All right. Robin says, yeah. Yeah, I could come to a part, I think. Where's your house?
Oh, you can't miss it. You know, when you're on campus and you head north, and all of a sudden you just hit all of these like old Edwardian mansions.
Oh, are you in the haunted house?
Yes, that's us.
Oh, they told us about that at orientation.
Lee appears behind Robin. It's perfectly fine.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, sorry. Still getting the hang of it.
Sorry, Robin. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Oh, the hands again. They shake Robin's hand. Excellent.
Lee, Robin just promised to come visit us at the house tonight.
Oh, excellent. I've never left the house.
It's that good, huh?
It's a great house.
You don't want to leave.
We just don't want to leave. That's what it is.
Cool.
It was very nice.
I could stay there for possibly 80 years.
How specific. Cool, then I'll see you tonight.
Okay, see you tonight.
Bye.
And as they walk along the row, passing Art, your your group, if you take a peek back for them, or if you take a peek back at your table area, you can see people sort of like walking past and unsure what to do, because it's just kind of like people on cushions. Some of them had like tried to go sit down, but like if they don't look cool enough, then your gang has like run them off. Like, no, that's not a cushion for you.
Well, and I also told them to, if they saw someone, to go out and go get them. So I imagine some of them aren't there, but that's up to you. Tell me.
Yeah, one of them has felt the spirit move them so far to like follow your lead and join the fray, but most of them are sort of like hanging back to like see who might sit down and then suss them out from there. But you walked right into the middle of the horde. What are you looking for? Are you vibe checking freshmen?
Kind of. I'm looking around and I'm taking around, and I stop and I look at Morgan. And I'm gonna walk over to their table.
Oh, hi, Art, right?
Morgan, right?
That's me.
You know, it's so wonderful to meet you. It's been, I've heard your name thrown around so much, and it's just taken me so long to get to meet you finally.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were waiting.
Yeah, I mean, I hear the wait is worth it, though.
It sure is. And how are you doing this year?
Oh, well, you know, as good as one can be.
I see you're planning to expand.
I mean, I wouldn't so much call it an expansion as just we have our arms open for anyone that needs it.
I see. Well, if those open arms are ready to protect the planet, then we're always welcome to. We would love to invite you over to the house. You know, we're starting a community garden, so if you ever want to spend some time out back. Of course, we can't fit all of your group into the sorority itself, but if they'd like to join my rush,
Well,
maybe you'd
I'm-
like to join.
no, I'm too terribly busy, but I am interested in your house though. It is wonderful. It's one of the nicest houses out there.
It is the oldest house in the neighborhood.
That's wonderful. Do you enjoy being there? Do you enjoy being the head of the household?
You know I do. I care about my family so much, you know. And we really want to make a difference.
That's wonderful. Learning to take care and for the future is very important. I think it's important that that not only do you find a way to improve the world, but you find people that you can team up with to do the same thing.
Exactly. It's all about teamwork and delegation.
So, I'm curious, have you ever been interested in joining or being a part of the student council? Or hell, even fighting for president?
You know, I'm already the head of the sorority and it takes so much time, but if you think that it's something that I should do, then by all means,
I mean,
do.
it's not so much that I think you should, it's just that I shouldn't. I think you're capable. I think you're absolutely capable.
That's so sweet of you.
Yeah, it's just
Morgan and Art, please both make me a roll with cold to
okay.
keep your cool.
No.
Ooh! Ooh!
Damn.
I see an 11 from Arthur and a 4 from Morgan. Shit.
How
All right.
dare you.
So as you are schmoozing over this table, both low-key trying to like pull each other into your various plots and ploys, suddenly a very cold feeling comes over you. And let's see, on a 10 up you gain insight. Interesting. And Art, this feels like the opposite of what you just experienced when you were communing with Typhon. It feels almost as if someone had tried to pull those little snake heads away from you for an instant, and then your normal level of like selfness is back. Morgan, you feel all of a sudden alone in the world. You have one of those moments, those bad moments where you just have that invasive little thought that's like, what if none of my friends actually like me? And you feel that your gang is being shaken. There are all of these new girls and guys and theys and thems that are swarming around you and around this table and seem to be making genuine connections with your siblings. And yet here you are talking to this guy who kind of feels like he's trying to play you like a pawn. And you feel your grip on your gang lessen, even if it's only in your mind. You feel like if you don't go and do something about it, that they may be out of your hands forever.
Excuse me, I think I just need to go check in with somebody about the party tonight, okay? I'll be right back, right?
And I would like to grab Morgan's hand before she runs away.
Morgan, is this okay?
I mean, it's an attempt. You can pull away.
Okay.
And I pull out a pen and I write my number on Morgan's hand. And I look to Morgan and I say, I'd love if we could catch up and maybe have coffee sometime. And I would like to roll hot.
Oh my god, do it.
Ha!
It was bound to. It was the only role I was nervous about tonight.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to make Morgan get
Mark
into me.
experience.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, Void, Morgan, this comes off exactly as the voices in your head were just saying, like, this slime ball is trying to rebound with me.
I write the number and say, I'd love to catch up with coffee. There's a lot of interesting things I would like to talk to you about, but you seem to be busy. Have a good one.
You too. And when I leave, I will go find. I'm probably gonna go look for Bea. She's probably not around, but just I mean, at least Bea is the patron, so she wouldn't abandon me, right? And if I don't spot her, I'm gonna go to the bathroom to just have a little, and also
have a moment.
Wash the phone number off of my hand.
Ooh, beautiful. And with that, we're going to a little break, so everyone else can go to the bathroom, wash their greasy numbers off their hands, refill their waters, get some snackies.
Why am I greasy?
Just the number. The number is greasy.
I'm sorry. You even took hot, and I'm still calling. For the record, Arthur is hotter than last season. Better than ever.
We're all hotter than last season.
It's just the youth pastor thing feels greasy,
The hot just keeps going up.
You're doing it so well. All right. We're gonna be back at the lucky number 17 on the minute hand. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello. Oh no.
Unbelievable.
Hello. Uh-oh.
Who's guilty?
Oh.
Oh.
JK, it's me. Hold on a second.
Like a Lysandra, you can't see her.
You don't need to see me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And they can't.
Worrying about it.
Oh shit, they can't hear you because I've got distracted by the camera. Anyway. Alright. No, you don't need to see me. I'm just gonna change out my camera battery while talking to you. So don't
Thanks,
worry.
Leah.
Guilty, if you tell me what camera you have, I will send you one of the adapters that allow you to plug in your camera.
Listen, I have one, but I think I need to change my camera settings because it drains more battery than it charges
Oof.
while it's running.
That's not good.
Do you not have 120 volts at your house? Like, where do you live that it's not just tapping straight from? Like, I know
Here,
it's
do you
hot
want me
in the
to
neck
change
of
the
your
settings
woods,
real quick?
and I know that heat like affects your electricity, but like,
It does. It's the worst.
It's the desert.
Yeah. Did you know that people just shouldn't live in
Where's the other
deserts?
In my hand. Why are you yelling at me?
as a Californian, I agree.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, I don't think
Thank
deserts were meant
you.
to be.
Appreciate
There's
the
this
help.
amazing episode of King of the Hill. I don't know if any of you have watched King of the Hill, but Bobby gets out of the truck and he's like, it's 119. He goes, Phoenix, Arizona is the symbol of why man shouldn't do.
Yeah, man's arrogance.
Yeah,
Hey, but
man's arrogance.
you can't bag on Arizona with Helvetica also here, okay? We
True.
are a
I live in
united
this horrible
front.
place.
What do you mean? That means we just have two people that we can bag on Arizona with?
Dang it.
Whoa.
Both Boyd and I both live in California. We know what it's like to actually live nicely
Yeah.
and in the desert. All
Okay,
right?
pardon
Wait,
me. People
no.
can be two places. I was born and raised in California.
And
Lived
yet-
there for 20 plus years, and I was like, you know what? This is bad. I gotta get out of here.
I'll be honest.
And now they
you went
live in
to
an actual
Arizona.
ghost town.
I went to
cannot-
Seattle.
I
Go for
can't
it, Keith.
relate. I'm in Northern California, and so today, like the high has been 65. So
I
That
I
sounds
love it.
So
terrible.
angry right now.
That sounds absolutely
Bay
awful.
Area anymore.
want to go to the Bay Area.
I like
Where's
it
the power?
when it's hot.
Where's the power?
I don't like it when it's windy.
Oh, hey, there's a guilty.
The question is have they heard our entire conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just listened to the audio.
Turns out I wasn't plugged in. Oops.
See, Vindica links guilty the same exact episode of King of the Hill. It is
He
the
does.
best. King of the Hill, that episode, it's just.
Vindication.
Look, I know people that live in Arizona, and all I know about them is that
You don't
it's-
want to live in Arizona?
it's so hot that they shouldn't exist anymore. Like basically all of my family that moved to Arizona became racist. So like I think it melts your brain while you're there. So you have to be very careful.
Became comfortable
I
showing
have-
that they are.
I'm
Oh.
gonna go with that one. Guilty,
Yes.
but also,
They
Yeah.
got him.
Yeah.
it definitely happens. Arizona's not good.
Wow.
Guilty, you've got your own Arizona brother over here. Like
No, we
Arizona
know it's
boys.
trash. It's just that it's
Yeah.
our trash.
Yeah, we can say that it's awful because we have to live with it every day.
You know what?
It's
That's fair.
bad.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right,
look,
we're
we
almost
know-
there, y'all. I'm sorry.
look, we're vamping over here. We're having a good time.
I appreciate it.
Look, we know that the biggest issue in California is our
Hello?
massive homeless problem. And
Hello?
the main reason we have homeless is because
It's nice to live here.
It's nicer to live here. You can actually survive at night here on the streets versus in Arizona where you will just die.
Slowly cook.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, oh, let me just crack an egg out on the pavement and just watch it cook.
Yeah, I moved up to not to California. I moved up to Seattle to get away from the desert, and then the pandemic was like, "Go live with your parents." They just moved to Arizona, and I was like, "Cool, cool, 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 cool."
Oh,
This
don't
is
lie.
cool.
You moved up there because you wanted to live your vampire
tabletop
life.
dreams?
Your vampire life up there.
Your best sparkly vampire life.
Mhm.
My sparkly tabletop vampire life.
What part of Seattle did you move to?
Right smack dab in the middle in Capitol Hill.
Oh,
You had a place in
nice.
Capitol Hills?
Yeah, that's a
Dang.
nice
Mm-mm-mm.
neighborhood.
Yeah, Capitol Hill's pretty cool. Extremely expensive.
And covered in gay shit.
Yeah, it
Well, it
is.
was when I moved there, and it was awesome. It's very like tech bro gentrified now.
Boo.
Yeah,
Is
it's the
it?
worst.
My
Yeah.
literal teenage years.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Did you
I
live
know.
up there, Guilty or Void?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I lived there from 10 to like 23 when
Oh,
I
damn.
moved down for school.
Yeah, I lived like behind Cal Anderson for like
Sakura
5
Con is my
years.
home con.
Nice.
Yeah, born and raised Southern California boy. I don't think.
Oh,
I can
you've
live
just
in
never
any-
been anywhere.
No, I've traveled the world.
Oh, it comes out. Uh-oh.
I've
I mean,
definitely-
living wise. Come on, you guys.
No, I definitely do not. I've never lived anywhere. I've traveled across the U.S. because my day job, I was traveling a bunch. So it was just like my family lived there. I didn't have to pay for rent, and then it was like, okay, go on tour with Black Eyed Peas for like 6 months and just like tour the world. And then it was like go down to Mexico for 3 months and do a gig. And so it was like just do that, and then it was like, wow. I don't want to live anywhere but California.
Stella's here. Hi, Stella.
Now, I see a Guilty on stream, but we don't see a Guilty in chat.
We do not.
There's
Ta-da.
a
We're back.
Hey.
All right. Thank you,
Did we vamp
Acerbic,
enough?
for fixing it.
Thank
Who
you.
are
Thank
we
you.
thinking? That
Huh?
person.
What'd you
Thank
say?
I said, who are we thinking again?
Oh, Acerbic.
Zerbik?
Acerbic.
Ah. I didn't know if you were saying Sherbert or what. So I
Web
just wanted
captioner always hears cervix, so
Mm.
we can just go with that.
Okay.
look, you know. Nope.
Thank you.
Maybe we just move ahead now.
cervix,
So
for
Monsterhearts
keeping my
2.
IUD in place.
Yeah, because Monster Heart is less somehow problematic than what I was about to say, right?
Beautiful. All right. So we've had a lovely first hour and a little bit of tech panic, but we are back.
Technical issues.
If you are just joining us, let me catch you up right quick. It is freshman orientation at Gilbert College, and these three wonderful sophomores and their alleged sophomore friend who is actually a 100-year-old ghost.
80.
Well, they've been dead for 80 years. I think they were like...
Oh, 100. You're
Yeah.
right, that math works out.
That's how math works.
That is funny. Got it.
Are excited to recruit new freshies into their various student organizations. We have Dakota, who is pulling people in for student government. We've got Art, who is running a new age religion. All praise
Called-
Ty, my guy Ty. And we have Morgan, the president of the campus's first co-ed sorority, and her rush chair, Lee.
Super into Star Wars. That's the important bit.
Lee is learning,
How to be a person and just
Again.
be alive,
yeah.
and also about Star Wars. They don't know if they are super into Star Wars, but the world seems to be, and so is George. So, you know.
It's important to show interest in your friends' interests.
Exactly.
So, Lee is being a great friend and tackling some of the duties of Rush, although they do not understand Greek life whatsoever. And Art and Morgan both just had a weird experience where
It came out fine somehow.
Art was trying to be fucking sweet and nice, and it just didn't work out for him.
Came out kind of.
Came out like basically my dating experience all throughout college.
Oh no!
Wow, self-burn. Those are rare.
Oh. So yeah, Morgan got some not good feelings from this like sudden wave of self-doubt that came over her. Usually very confident person, very...
Doubt is not a thing Morgan knows how to deal with.
So she removed herself from the situation. Very...
And also went to remove a phone number from herself.
From her palm. Beautiful. Art, though, you actually rolled so well that you gain a little insight. What would you like to know?
In general, or specifically about Morgan?
Ask the MC a question about the situation and take one forward to acting on that information.
So about that specific situation. I want to know, gosh, this is so hard. Why do you ask? You could have asked me before and I would have had an idea. No, okay.
We needed a cliffhanger for break.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, I would like to know if I completely blew it with Morgan.
I will give my take and then Morgan can give her take. I would say that the way into Morgan's heart is not necessarily through traditional courtship, but more likely through acts of service and
Art grabs one of the bitey candies and walks away.
And perhaps also insurances of a network of support. So like if you are bringing something more to this relationship than like being a power couple, but if you're like a power couple with an army, that might be enticing. Morgan, what is your take?
Morgan's weakness is very much that, like, a rival power, so show of subservience, or of willingness of, like, blending. Honey, we can mix our people together, but then you'll be the queen, right? We'll do that. But you're right, just, like, every person that is hot for Morgan will try the coffee and phone number thing. Like, that's nothing.
Sure. All right.
Laughable.
Hey, look, I only dated one person, so like, give him a break.
Yeah, and what happened with that? That's what I'm saying.
Look, we are working on not existing anymore.
Ada's gonna be part of Rush this year.
What is?
Ada.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, moving on from these two. Dakota. Chester shows back up at your table and has a not only like the plastic Starbucks cup, but they have bought you a commemorative mug and got your drink made in it.
Oh my God, baby, thank you so much. I just have one more really quick favor to ask you. Can you deliver this to my friend over across the street over there? And he kind of like points his chin over at Art. at his little prayer circle, and he hands Chester it's not a bad headshot of Ezra, but it's not flattering either. And on the back, it says, I think we can help each other with a common problem, with like an anime, like winking face, like a really quick sketch on the back. And he hands it to Chester.
Oh boy. Yeah, Chester is still smitten with you. And it's like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the scary cult guy.
No, just really quick, and then we can sit together.
Do you like your mug? I thought like whenever you saw it, you could think
so
of me.
Beautiful. Thank you, baby. And then like he's slowly like pushing the headshot with the note at Chester and like shoving him away from the table.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Thank you.
And Art, as you slowly walk back towards your pillow circle, chewing on this pink candy,
You could say subservient man
soft-looking-
comes over here.
a soft look, like if
You can say
I'm
soft boy too.
I'm picturing like if Theodore from the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks, was a person, because he's the little sweater vest. Lee knows what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about. I am just...
Mm-hmm. He runs over to you and like looks up and then shoves this paper at you and says, "Delivery from Dakota."
I take the drink and I look at this and I take a sip and I look at them and go, thank you. And then I'm going to walk straight over to Dakota.
Ooh, okay.
Nice. So I think by the time Art gets there, probably Chester's already gotten there before. So Dakota's kind of like sitting in Chester's lap, but not like leaning up against his torso. And so it's like a sit forward, like this isn't like an actual person, this is my chair kind of thing. And so Dakota says, "Oh, hey, Art, good to see you again."
Wonderful to see you again, Dakota. I haven't seen you in a little while. What have you been up to?
Well, I've just been working around student government, and I've noticed that there's a little bit of fat that needs cutting, if you understand my meaning.
And I'm still holding the paper that you have, and I take it and I fold it. But when I fold it, I turn it, and you know that when you fold something, you really want it folded, and you take your nail and you dig into the backside of it as you pull across it.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Any sort of government seems to grow on to other things that just need to be reevaluated and re-looked at.
Oh my gosh, I knew I chose the right person to talk to. We see eye to eye practically. I think I have something that you might be able to use to, change things up, if you will. And I think that Dakota takes out his phone, pulls up a specific recording, and he starts playing the first part of it, which is like the intro to the Ghosts song during our common episode, where both you and Ezra got into a particularly heated shouting match. But Dakota doesn't play the shouting match part of it. He just plays the ghost singing part. And then he presses stop on the recording and says, "I think that with your team, you might be able to stitch something together that might be even sweeter than this song."
I completely understand where you're coming from. And he stops and takes another sip of this coffee. This is good, by the way. What is this?
It's a pink drink.
Pink drink?
Cherister leans out from behind Dakota and nods. I'm glad I got an extra.
Oh, you aren't listening, are you, dear? Just forget everything you've heard, if you would.
Oh, yeah, of course. But Dakota, as soon as you started playing that recording, a couple of people in this crowd have like adverse reactions. I'd say your passive perception of it is not high enough to notice like who, but you sense like some stirring in different areas and people asking their friends like, are you okay?
Oh, that's interesting. I love that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But once you stop, it's all back to normal.
So what exactly are you looking for? I mean, it can't be just the charity from your heart.
No, certainly not. I just believe that there might be someone else in the student government who might be more amicable to listening to the plight of your organization.
It's funny enough, if there's enough people, I understand that it's possible to recall a president.
It is true.
You
Yes,
also
and-
know that every September, so the start of the school year, there will
okay.
be a
So
new
then-
election.
There's one coming up, baby.
So- Yeah, we're not too terribly far away from that. Do you have someone in mind? I mean, I personally think you would be a phenomenal option, but
Oh my gosh, thank you. I would be so delighted to take the reins of power, if that's what you think.
I mean, I must say you handled yourself very well, and you never get quick to anger, which I think is very important for someone in leadership.
Absolutely. I just want to make sure that my sorority has control of the land while your organization has control of the hearts of this college.
You have to remind me again, which one is your house? There's so many of them. I apologize.
Oh, you know, and then Dakota just like waves his hand towards Morgan's table right next to him.
You very clearly notice Art get a little flustered. I think that this is a great opportunity for all of us to work together. I think this is a phenomenal idea. If you the worst thing about it is it would be terrible if, I don't know, every student in campus's ringtone accidentally turned to Ezra screaming, or maybe it becomes the notification sound for the clock tower. Instead of chiming, it's just Ezra screaming. That'd be wild.
So terrible. And I'm sure that neither of us know how to make that happen, do we?
I mean, I would never admit to it. And then I look dead in Dakota's eyes.
Then I think we have an understanding. And Dakota just messages over the recording to Art's phone and like holds up his phone as he deletes it from his own.
And I take my phone and I look over at my group, and the first one I catch their attention, I snap my fingers and wave them over, and I just hand my phone to them, and I say, "Put this away, please. Lock it away."
It's so lovely speaking with you again, Art. By the way,
Lock it away. Wait, like, we didn't bring a cash box. Were we supposed to bring a cash box? Guys, did we bring a cash box?
Excuse me, Dakota, one moment. And I look at him and go,
I'll put it in my mailbox. I have the key to that. Okay, no worries. It's gonna be in my mailbox. Bye.
you know, sometimes meditation is really what's the only thing that keeps us together, you know? I heard rumor that there was a party at your house tonight. Is that true?
Absolutely. And then Dakota just like flips over a headshot of himself and writes down the address and the time and just hands it over to Art and says, yeah, I hope that we can continue to work so smoothly together in the future.
Absolutely. Oh, you know what? Is there a trash can? I don't need this piece of trash I'm carrying around with me. And it's the photo of Ezra. I don't want to pollute. I guess I'll just I'll find a trash can somewhere else. And I
certainly
crumple it up and I nod my head and I move back into the crowd to kind of going back onto the kind of main reason I would even went in there, but pleasantly happy with the information that I got.
Back on the prowl.
And then Dakota turns in his lap chair and says to Chester as he like slowly moves his arms away from his ears, presumably, remember, you heard none of that. And I would like to use my new move, Hypnotic, on this poor freshman to basically wipe his memory.
Wow.
Go ahead. What do you roll for this?
I roll high.
Sick.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah, let's be like fully toxic. Yeah.
Wait, can you play this game and not be toxic, or is that just us? Is that just us?
Just watch Kiwi. Kiwi is just so sweet when they play.
Kiwi's playing a Thembo. That's cheating.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so on a 7 to 9 it works, but choose one. They realize exactly what you've done, they fuck up your commands, or their sanity is unhinged.
There's one really good one here, but I want to I want to leave a knife for myself in the future. So I will choose they fuck up my commands as I lean forward and just kiss him.
Oh, yes. He's definitely into that, and so they kiss back while nodding knowingly, thinking they know exactly what you've asked of them, and they are going to follow it to the letter. They forgot all that they heard. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So, Morgan, you have successfully washed this man's phone number from your hands in the bathroom. And if you'd like, you can head back out to the field.
Hold on.
But just in case, do you want to make any pit stops? Or are you
I have a ridiculous
back
question for you first. Can I use hot on myself to make myself feel better about people not liking me? Maybe. Like pep talk
I'm gonna say
in the mirror.
You can go ahead and do that without a roll, because the effect that you experienced was more like it's fading right now. Yeah.
All right. So if anybody wants to walk in on that NPC or otherwise, Morgan's giving herself a pep talk in the mirror, but also just while she's fixing her makeup.
Yeah, I think as Morgan has a conversation with Art and then suddenly looks super uncomfortable and then runs away. Lee like looks at Art without him like noticing Lee, because Lee literally just kind of like fades out of people's perceptions, stares at Art for a moment, and then we smash cut to Morgan using hot on themselves. And Lee just phases through the wall right beside her. The man Arthur, did he harm you? There are things that I can do that others can't, and I would do them for you to him.
Oh my god, Lee, I know you would. But no, it wasn't him. I had the weirdest feeling.
Tell me about it.
Out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I heard this happens to other people all of the time, but to be honest, it's never happened to me. Or just like all of a sudden I was like, what if people are just pretending to be nice? But I mean, that's absurd. Look at me.
I'm looking at you and exquisite, wonderful. I'm loving everything that I'm seeing.
Exactly what I mean. Thank you so much, Retro.
Most people feel that way when they look at you, because I'm usually standing directly behind them so I can see it. Yes.
I'm so glad you're haunting the house we live in.
I'm so glad that you're living in the house that I'm haunting.
Oh, it must have been so boring without me all those years.
It was a silent void in which all of my greatest fears slowly manifested themselves in the silence. Ah, what a time.
That sounds terrible.
It was a horrible experience, not unlike death.
Quick question. Who's watching
Yes.
the booth right now?
Oh, I told one of the sisters to take care of the booth. There's also a woman that I spoke to who did a very good curtsy. She had sort of a purplish glow to her. I don't think she's human. I figured she could probably hang out with us because we tend to not be.
You did write her name down, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Of course I did.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go back. If I know Hermina, we're not getting a lot of signups right now, so.
Yes, that is a good point.
Lee,
Let's head
make me a roll with whatever stat you would like real quick to remember this person's name.
Yes, 1 second. I have it written down.
Oh, perfect. All right, then
give you
get
a
a
if you want.
+1 on it.
Okay.
Take one forward.
That's totally fair. Let me find my rolls. To remember this person's name, I will roll cold.
Okay. All right.
And it's not. Oh, right,
It's
right.
like,
Because I have to
you know,
confirm
keeping
all this
yourself
stuff.
together. Cool, cold.
Mhm,
Sounds good.
mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, there it is. That's what I needed that 11 on.
Incredible. You get a gift. What one more fact would you like to know about Rachel, the lax player?
I'm going to be perfectly honest. Remember what I said that I remembered her name? I wrote it down wrong, so that's hilarious. Anyway, one more thing that I know.
It would have
about
still been a
Rachel.
10. I think that's like a full
Yeah, right?
success. Yeah.
That's a full success, yeah.
Yeah, so for Rachel, do I have any insight? Obviously, the way that Lee peers into the void, they do this sort of regularly. Would I have any insight into what like purple ebbing energy means in that context?
That's an interesting question.
What is Rachel?
What is Rachel?
Rachel is.
Besides
Swear to me.
gay.
Rachel.
Rachel is a lesbian.
Okay.
But what are Rachel's other superpowers? Let's see.
That's why she was purple. She was just a
She's a
lesbian.
lesbian.
She radiated sapphic energy. It was excellent.
My mind immediately said she radiated cervic energy.
That's exactly what happened.
What would it be fun to make Rachel, jeez. You know what we don't have one of yet?
Ooh, what?
We don't have any infernals.
Ooh.
Am I
Demon
forgetting
mommy.
someone? I don't think we have any infernals.
Infernals are purple?
I'm into
Now they are.
Look,
Hell yeah.
Amber was not the color of her energy. It was purple.
it. Okay, the infernal. Yeah, I say to Morgan, yes, she sort of radiated a purple energy common amongst the hells. So I believe she's some sort of, I don't know, perhaps a demon person or has some kind of contract with a demon person. Could be hot.
Could be. Sounds like the sort of person we need on board.
That's kind of what I was thinking. She also has a great courtesy, so I mean, why not?
Oh, that might be quite helpful in the fairy kingdom, actually.
I like the way you think, but then again, I like everything about you.
Lee. You know you're my favorite.
I do.
And the question of are there any non-toxic Monsterhearts players is answered. Look at these besties.
No, there are none.
Aw. I love them so.
I mean,
I'm just-
toxic positivity is a thing.
Fair. That is very true. 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything they've said is true.
But Lee is very genuine.
Yes. Beautiful. Well, I'll leave the besties in the bathroom and hop
We'll head
back. Very quickly to where we left Arthur, which is snooping back through this crowd. I assume you said you were back on the prowl for what you came over.
Yeah, what I was
Originally.
feeling. Yeah. Because
So how are you doing this? How are you sussing this out?
you know what? I would like to take a look at the dart into the void. So I'm gonna kind of see where I can. I'm gonna close my eyes and listen to the sweet, soothing sounds of snakes.
Okay. All right.
What the? Why? Why do I get a 4 when I flirt, but a 12 when I'm just like, let's just see if the snakes tell me where to go? Like,
Oh my god. Semi-Precious Stone is in chat. Like, I know that's right.
Typhon says, I'm your only, your one and only.
Uh-huh.
Just saying,
Flirt,
Typhon
rude.
does not teach abstinence. I'm just throwing that one out there.
No flirt, only serve. Exactly. No, Fluffy, no snake jazz. Yes,
I'm trying to think
Typhon
what
is
snake-
Ada's wingman, not Hearts. All right, but with the 12, ooh, okay, so
I know exactly where I'm going.
you stand stock still in the middle of this crowd, and you try to reach that meditative state. You like open yourself up to the dark mysticism of the world. You're like, give me a big consensual hug, snake-armed daddy. And you feel as you are pulling this power towards yourself, something else is coming towards you as well. And just as you know, you get the sensation of the snakes nibbling at your little arm hairs and curling up around your temples. This is usually the part where Typhon speaks in your ear. And you open your eyes and everything is normal. And it seems like 10 seconds has passed. But you weren't there for it.
Art gets very uncomfortable with this and looks around and just doesn't say a word, just looks around and sees if anyone is even looking at him. Does he
There
see
isn't anyone looking right now,
Mhm.
but as you continue to scan your surroundings, you do see someone who's leaned over the new ep table writing their name down, lift their head up, give you a little nod and a smirk, and then disappear into the crowd.
I take note. I want to try to memorize that face as best as I possibly can. I imagine it's not going to be the easiest thing, but I'm definitely going to.
Oh, you have it in your brain right now. It is seared into your memory. But if you walk up to the Muep table to look at the name they wrote down, by the time you reach that flower-covered trellis with the balloons bouncing in the sky, just jovially doing that little squeak thing against each other. When the breeze
thing
blows.
that no one likes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's already gone.
I turn and I walk over back to my group, and I gather them. Come in. I want all of you to. I want you all to return back to your dorms, freshen up, get ready. You're all going to go to a party this evening. And then I turn and I walk away.
Wait, Art, I've got your phone in my mailbox. Do you need that?
Yes, I do. Yes. Let's go get that first thing. Okay?
Okay.
Good move, Art. Good move.
And Morgan and Lee, as you leave the bathroom in the student union, you walk right past Art and Hunter, who is leading Art excitedly to his mailbox with the key out and ready. Art looking frustrated with the situation, but
do I see them? Do I see them?
Yeah.
As I'm passing them, I just smile and nod and try to not look like as annoyed as I actually am, and I just look and I go, "Be seeing you guys tonight."
Of course.
Yes, I'll see you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That was strange, but all right.
I'm sorry, did you just call Lee strange?
No, I think Lee. Is that your name?
Yes, my name is Lee.
No, I used to work for a group that used to say that they were following me when they meant to say they understood me, and it just kind of brought me back to that, you know.
No.
Do you not have fond memories of your past? Are they all tragic?
Of my past?
Oh no, this is to Morgan.
Oh, okay.
As much as I like you as a player, Art couldn't
No,
care
you're good.
less.
No, 1,000%.
I don't see how that's any of your business, but I have plenty of happy memories. Thank you.
Good. Someone as beautiful as you should only have happy memories.
What do I use to figure out what art is playing on me? Like, is that dark?
No, I think it's
Ooh.
cold if you want to shut me down.
I don't want to shut you down.
You want to gain insight?
I'm just suspicious. And I'm trying to
Go ahead and
suss you out.
hold on. You might be
Art's
able
over,
to use
Art's over here
your...
going, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Do you want to use your click instead of rolling a stat?
Absolutely. Yes, I do.
Okay. Then you won't know in the moment what Art is playing at, but you can definitely instruct one of your siblings
To just keep their eyes and ears out.
Yeah. Dig up some dirt, do some research, figure out what the end game of the Thai fans looks like.
Oh, I'm definitely putting Aaliyah on that. She actually uses her brain, unlike the twins. You know, the fake twins.
Yeah. Yeah. Lewin's girlfriends, twins.
I have to go retrieve my phone. I'll see you all tonight. What was your name again? Lee, right?
Lee, yes. Did you know that they have mobile phones now that can go with you when you go places?
Yes.
Excellent.
Lee, do you drink?
I do not know. Unfortunately, it doesn't do a whole lot for me.
Well, okay, I guess then, Morgan, do you have a drink of preference? I would be more than happy to bring something to the house tonight.
The hunter who you were with, Art, chimes in up at this point. Actually, is like, I really like Goldschlager. Lee, have you tried that? It's kind of different. It's like cinnamon.
Lee puts their hand up and says, "There's a whole thing. I understand what you're going through. I get it, but there's a whole thing where, as sort of." Like for me, for instance, Morgan, you see her lovely, wonderful. She's kind of like the pinnacle. She's the face. She does the conversing. I understand looking at your group as well as what Morgan's told me about it. Art serves sort of a similar purpose. So from one sort of just side person to another, I'm going to go ahead and stop you right there. And let's both just agree to be quiet for the rest of the conversation, okay? For our own sake. I understand. I get it. I understand. We can talk about it later one-on-one. Just in the moment when it's the four of us in this layout, we are not really doing a tete-a-tete.
Roll to shut them down and take one forward.
the most Lee shutdown of all time.
That's amazing.
I don't
You are an
understand you as a
NPC.
person, but I do understand the roles. Sorry, what did you say I'm rolling?
Cold.
Cold. Oh, and
Give
plus
it
one
a
forward.
one forward. Yes, thank you.
I don't think I might kill this poor
You-
person.
Destroyed so
They might
hard.
die.
Oh!
At 11, yeah.
You spend the rest of the school year in their dorm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be their therapist now.
Yeah.
They're not invited to join the sorority.
That's
Aw.
okay. I figured it out. This is what Lee's kink is. All right.
Just shutting people down.
Just
You
telling it like
absolutely
it is.
destroy them. You can see it on their face.
Oh no.
But also, you have a choice. Would you like to gain a string on them, give them a condition, or take one forward towards whatever next thing you'd like to do?
You know what? Walk me through mechanically kind of like what having a string on an NPC would really do, if anything.
So a string on an NPC, I think means that you can like auto-succeed on telling them to do something.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Tempt them to do what you want. Give them. Okay. Yeah. I will.
Oh,
take
sorry.
a string.
Page 2, side character strings. Offer them an experience point to do what you want. Place a condition on them. Add one to the harm you're dealing them, or ambush them with a reaction, setting it up, and knocking it down in one fell swoop.
Jesus. I feel like I already did that to this poor
Ha!
person.
Wait, that's backwards. But anything similar to that, feel
that's
free.
if they have a string on a main character.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll take a string on this person. What was their name again? Hunter.
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 He, they. Tie fan number 3.
And number 3. Oh man.
Yeah. And he just like closes up into himself, and then they sullenly walk to their mailbox, turn the key, take out Arthur's phone, close the mailbox, shuffle back to the conversation.
I look at Morgan and just kind of like lean in and quietly say, like, in the moment while I was doing it, I sort of understood why you like it so much, because it did feel extremely powerful. But now watching this happen, I actually feel just horrible. This is not great.
You deserve better, honey. Also, Morgan is clearly very, very pleased. Just, birthday.
I will leave you all with those glowing emotions and say that this interaction goes better for Art than the previous one, and hop back very quickly to Dakota, where you have been sitting on your throne of Chester, talking to whoever comes up to the table, gathering names up, gathering voter registrations. And then you're gazing at Chester's freckly face, and you gain the sensation of like almost deja vu of like, wait, did I just like take a micro nap? When you look back towards the table, there is a new voter registration filled out, and one more of the folders has been taken. And on the voter reg is a little note that says, "Thanks," and has a little winking smiley face.
What's the name on the registration?
The name is Phaedra Black.
Daedra?
Phaedra.
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 I turn to Chester and say, did you see this Phaedra person sign this form?
Oh yeah. They seemed really nice. It seemed like you hit it off, but I mean, you told me not to listen to your conversations, so.
What did they look like? Point them out.
Oh, I don't see them anymore.
Useless. And I start like, and I just swipe him across the head with the clipboard. And I say, I need a snack. Go get me something. Don't be back. I don't want you here for an hour.
Oof. I'm just gonna let you shut him down. It's like, yeah, okay.
But you'll come back, won't you? After the hour?
Now you pushed it. Now you gotta roll, bitch.
Is that high?
Is it?
But you'll be back, won't you? Please?
Oh my god, yes, roll hot, you monster.
Good God.
Let's just be fully toxic.
Monsterhearts is about us being monsters. I mean, we're some monsters.
You've been with this person for like 90 minutes total.
Mm-hmm.
An 8. Okay. You like lightly bonked him on the head with the clipboard, but he is like sort of steels himself and like grabs your hand in his hand. He's like, "You're going through a lot right now, so I will have patience with you and grace.
Thank you so much, baby.
But we should talk about like ways that I like to be communicated with and ways that you like to communicate, and like maybe you could only hurt me in the bedroom. Would that be okay?"
Absolutely. You're coming to our Rush event tonight, aren't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Let's talk then.
Okay. I'll get you snackies.
Love you, baby.
And on that, we're gonna take our second break. Everyone go get some snackies.
I feel so proud of everyone. I'm so proud of all of you. Art, this is what you want to get in with? Come on.
I mean, guilty turned into the count. A 1, a 2,
Ooh, a 3.
that or she was counting how many licks it takes to get to the center of whatever candy that Morgan had at her desk.
You know it's all cherry flavored as well.
Just one bite to get to the cherry center. Lovely, beautiful, incredible. Thank you all for being here.
It's an effect that
Again.
makes me go red, I swear.
Yes, the effect being blushing.
Great
Thank
camera
you to
work.
these wonderful players, and thank you, chat, for sticking with us through this glorious game. I hope you're having as much fun as I am seeing the
monsters
claws come out. Yes, yes, yes. We have had a productive, if not violent, day at the Freshman Orientation Student Activities Fair. And now dusk is encroaching. The sweet blanket of darkness is covering the Connecticut skies. And as everyone's little desk lamps from IKEA click on across campus, Gilbert lights up. This cute time trap suspense, thank you. Gilbert lights up, and the new freshmen in their like third day on campus, because it's Tuesday, so they had like move in and then first night. Now second night become like little fireflies. They buzz out into the darkness, their faces lit by their cell phones as they group up in little, weaving clumps and head off to different social events. The most magical of which, of course,
The
being
only
the
social
party.
event that matters.
Being the party at, what's your house name again? Because I wrote that down.
Winchester or Winch House.
The Winch
The Winch
House.
House.
Thank you. The party at the Winch House. So, Morgan and Lee, I assume you're there getting ready for everyone. Dakota, do you live in the sorority house this year?
I do.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
One of the top floor officers.
Thank you.
Adorable.
I mean, like, Lee doesn't have a room. Lee hangs out in my room.
Well, Lee has
Pretty
all
much,
the
yeah.
rooms.
This is basically just like Lee's house. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah, we're all just living in
They
Lee's
don't make
house.
ghost locks. Sorry.
Who was that? One of the freshmen, like after Rush, is gonna come down to breakfast table and be like, I feel like someone was just watching me all night. We'll be like, yeah, that's Lee. Yeah, Lee was
Who's
there
that?
probably.
Who's that ghost? It's Lee.
It's Lee.
Who's that ghost? It's Lee. And then they just phase through a wall. Hello.
Deadpan.
I love Lee so much.
I love
Thank
it
you, thank
too. Dakota, do you have Chester in your room, or have you just instructed them to meet you there later?
Yeah, I think that's up to Chester. Dakota invites them if they want to come in.
They would very much like to.
Of course. Yeah. No, of course. Let's you can hang out in my room really quick. I just need to talk to the sorority president. Just really quick. I'll be back and we can have that talk that you want to have.
Yeah, cool. All right.
And then I like kiss him. And then I knock on Morgan's door.
All right.
Morgan, it has already changed. Her makeup went from being like this little like butterfly thing to just being like whoosh, ostentatious. She's got like this glitzy black dress on with like little stenciled fairy wings on the back. They're transparent, so you can see her back through it. It's just like Oh my God, Dakota, come on right in. I saw your chair came in today. What's up with that?
Oh my God. Hi, Big Sib. And I think, like, for the audience, it's a very noticeable change in tone in Dakota. And they're like, oh my God, I saw you got a bunch of signups for the sorority.
You know we did. We have so many that are going to be doing Rush this year, but obviously we're only going to take the best. Anybody in
Obviously.
mind already?
Well, I have a new toy that might need a little bit of occupation, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
But other than that, I was thinking, what if the sorority had a little bit more power? What if we had a little bit more reach over the campus? Like the empty lot.
What if we were all on the student body?
Absolutely, exactly. That way, we could take over that empty lot behind us and turn it into, I don't know, vegetable garden, a grove, whatever.
Oh, honey, you know, I was already planning on doing that, permission or no permission.
Yes. But this way, they can't take it away from us if we were all on the student government board.
What an excellent idea that is. I had the very same one.
Perfect. But it would be so bad if like we make any mistakes and you were like our president. Like I wouldn't want you to like take that heat, you know what I mean?
Who do you have in mind?
Oh, I don't know. Someone that you could easily control, someone from the sorority.
Little new birdie.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I would call myself new.
Oh, you want to do it, honey?
I mean, I'm already in there. I could pull the strings for you. You know what I mean? And make sure that none of the consequences fall on you or the sorority.
Let me help you run a little campaign. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Big Sib. I knew I could count on you.
Always can. But first, let's focus on this party.
Absolutely.
And everybody here will vote for you.
Let's weed out the chafe from
yes.
from the signups, and then we can have the best sorority out there.
Yeah.
We already do, but we can only make it better.
Absolutely.
Lee, are you
Standing right next to them? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Lee's just been standing here the whole time, not really hiding, but just like quiet, just like, yes.
Right, Lee? Right?
What do you think?
No,
baby?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful. I think if anyone should rule this school, it should be one or both of you, preferably both.
Lee, you know what?
What?
You could be our accountant.
I don't know.
You could
about
run
that.
our treasury.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fully understand material wealth or material, so I may not be the best person for that. I also am not great at math.
Oh, the only thing you need to do is fund some of that money towards the sorority.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay. I mean, we have someone else to do the math, and someone else to
I'm sure
physically
we could
carry all of the
find
gold
somebody.
bars.
The gold bars, yeah.
Gold bars. Oh my God, Lee. You're doing so well already.
Mhm.
Amazing.
I've learned a lot from Star Wars.
Oh,
But Lee, you do have Dakota to mention, weeding out the list of signups. You do have a list of names in front of you of everyone who came by the table. And Morgan, I'm going to say, roll me, it's my favorite, roll me a d12. And this will be how many people you made promise would come to the party.
yeah.
And go ahead and add your hot modifier.
Okay, 8.
8. Okay. You got.
I'm
8
sorry,
people
you
to
have
come.
a +8 to hot?
No, I rolled a 6 and I have 2 in hot.
Oh,
8.
I was like, damn!
We all instantly melt.
I was saying,
When I walk into a room, everybody just.
Art's gonna start trying a
Warning.
lot harder.
Ooh. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong one.
Like a D6, like a D6.
9. Can't get more people.
I promised 8 people. I made 8 people promise, and 9 of them showed up. Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
Except multiply
Let's
that
take
many
the
times
inverse
because-
though. Let's say one of them didn't show up. So go ahead and take 1. What is it? Experience for a broken promise.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Beautiful.
I resent my experience when I took that 4th forward, like a 4th advancement when we were doing a character sheet. So like,
That's fair.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
How
I'm also gonna. We're all gonna move up season
next month, yeah.
next month.
question?
So unless you
would
get like 4 more right now, it won't really matter.
I would need 3 more, but yeah.
Okay. All right. It could happen.
question. Would you say right now is like maybe like an hour or half an hour before the party right now?
Say like 15 minutes.
Oh well, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, Art would have showed up way sooner.
You're
than this.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do we hear the bell?
Ding dong.
Oh, who's that? So
Oh, you know,
early.
Helena and Hermina are downstairs, so be at the front door, but not let anybody in yet, because unless I'm downstairs, you're not letting anybody in. Unless it's Lumen and Lumen's band.
Yeah,
obviously.
their band can come in.
They
Clearly.
can come in whenever.
Okay, so Art, you ring the bell, and 2 girls who don't exactly look the same, but are like dressed the same in matching light pink and light purple mini skirts, like pleated mini skirts, and with like sparkly fairy wings on, greet you at the door, but then like kind of like squeeze past you out onto the like wraparound veranda, and close the door behind themselves. They're like,
So,
"Oh my gosh, you're early!"
yes, myself and a gaggle of my followers who each have a different plate or beverage ready for the party.
Oh my god.
And I look at them. Yes, we're here for the party. Please let us in.
Oh well, the party hasn't started yet. They
Let
like look at
me
each other
say
and
this.
giggle.
Let me say this another way. We're coming in, and I would like to roll cold.
Go right ahead.
Oh! Sorry. My
no,
power over these women is too strong.
That's okay. I have a backup plan.
They look at each other and they sort of giggle. And then they're like, yeah, sure, come in, but like come around the side so Morgan doesn't know. She's very particular about these things, but like, you guys brought food. We'll leave you in the back door towards the kitchen.
I look at her immensely worried, and I'm like, are you okay? And I'm going to stare into her eyes, one of the twins' eyes, and I'm just gonna start going, and I'm gonna roll dark.
Jesus.
Perfect.
Are you trying to hex them?
I did hex them.
Jake! No!
I cast Wither. Her teeth are gonna start falling out.
In her mind or for real?
So how the hex works is the thing actually happens, but I can basically release it, and it kind of goes back. Unhappens.
They told you to come in.
Yeah, not the way I wanted to come in. I get what I want. And so I look at her and I say, "Are you?" By the way, I'm going to take 1 harm from casting this because I did not get a 10. I got an 8, which
Lord.
gives me an experience because whenever I take damage. And so her teeth are going to start falling out of her mouth. And I look at her, I'm like, oh my God, you need to go inside. You need to make sure that you're okay. What is, oh my God. And
Oh, I don't know. Morgan, you have a psychic connection with your gang, do you not?
I sure do, yes.
Streaming.
Yes,
You have
I
a
do.
telepathic connection with your gang members. You can hear their emotions and fears. You get a spike of fear from both Hermina and Helena.
Looks like the twins are in trouble again, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh.
And as they
I
spin
swear.
to go back through the door, it opens and Morgan is right there.
as soon as I see Morgan, I dissipate the hex.
You feel the fear from your gang, Morgan, subside.
Okay, I'm gonna step between them and Art. Despite my personal feelings that these two ladies are dumb, they're still mine, and I don't appreciate them being hurt. I do feel a little protective.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna like put my hands on the door frame, like looking fabulous, posing. You know I am. For all the people behind as well. Oh, you're early.
Yes, I wanted to talk to you and Dakota, and I figure I bring a few friends so that when people start to show up, they realize how much of a rager you have, that people are already here.
Before answering, Morgan clearly like looks over at everybody behind Art and kind of like determines if what they've brought is good enough. They're like, none of this Sutter home alcohol. I don't want to see any bottles of Barefoot. No. If you're bringing vodka, it is vodka that has been distilled. Okay?
And I, not even looking back, and I say, if you brought any of the things that she mentioned, go home. You're not welcome. And a few of them turn away and walk out.
All right, the rest of you can come in. You have to stay down on this floor. Helena and Hermina will show you where we keep the food. Art, why don't you come upstairs with me?
I would love to.
All right.
So I think it's like 3 to 4 floors maybe. The bottom floor is like
it's
all
3
the common
floors.
spaces, and then there's like bedrooms above.
Yeah, you've got a basement
You know
too.
that Dakota and Morgan live on the top floor, but Art is not invited on that floor. We're gonna meet halfway on the second.
Okay, let me put a pin in you guys. Dakota, did you head all the way downstairs with Morgan, or did you head back to your room where you left Chester?
I think that I don't know what's going on downstairs, so I think I go back to Chester after saying goodbye to Lee.
Chester
I
is in your bed and looks to be fully naked.
Oh my gosh, baby!
But has like a throw cushion, like artfully positioned.
I'm so dirty from manning that booth today. Won't you help me get clean in the shower?
Chester absolutely will. As the Hollow, let's just say this is a moment of intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and read to me your sex move.
When you have sex with someone, both players secretly write down whether it was confusing or soothing for their character. If you reveal the same answer, both characters mark experience.
Okay. I'm going to write this down in chat. Can you also write it down in chat, and then we'll hit it at the same time?
Yes.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I am too. Do you want to count down?
1, 2, 3, go.
Nice.
Oh.
What? Devin, stay out of this. Why is Lumen in the room? You're supposed to be playing.
You know,
All
if there's a
right.
third, I'm okay with that too.
Take experience
Nice.
as you pregame this party.
Yeah, and I think as we're both telling off, I say to Chester, I'm so sorry for earlier today. I really hope that you can forgive me. I promise that I won't do that again if you don't piss me off. Why don't you go talk to one of the Sibs and they can tell you more about the sorority.
He cups your face with his hand. He's like, we'll work on your apologies.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks back to your room in only a sweater vest.
Hi.
Yeah, he's Alvin the Chipmunking.
Or as I found out, this is actually a terminology used at Burning Man. It's called shirt cocking. It's when you wear a shirt and you cover your stomach because you're not comfortable with your stomach, but you want your peen to hang out.
Got your dick out.
I hate that. Why can't we just call it Winnie
Donald
the
Ducking?
Poohing?
Is that better?
I like Donald
Pooh
Ducking.
Bearing.
I like going the
Donald
full
Ducking.
Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Pooh Bear.
Yeah,
Why
but you're
does-
now associating penises with childhood characters.
No.
So I mean,
it's not the first time it's
But
happened.
why
let's
does
be
Burning
honest.
Man ruin everything? First they bought all the gold thread that I wanted at the fucking craft store, and now this. I hate Burning Man.
Look,
God.
Kiwi, I agree. Free the peen, but can we at least first work on freeing the nipple? Like, let's start
Yeah.
there and then go
Yes.
down. You know?
Fair enough. All right, so this is Dakota and Cherister taken care of. Morgan and Art are downstairs. Lee, I did you come downstairs with them, or are you haunting around?
Lee it goes to whichever of the sisters was losing all their teeth, and then all the teeth came back.
Mhm.
And just sets a hand on their shoulder, trying to be comforting, but it is as cold as the grave. And they
It's-
say,
It's Helena. They're
you-
into that.
Helena. Yeah, it just puts like a gentle hand on Helena's shoulder and says, "Are you all right? We were concerned."
Yeah. Now I am. Thank you. Have you seen
Of
our
course.
boyfriend around anywhere?
Have I seen your boyfriend around? No, I have not. Who is
Oh.
your boyfriend?
Lou?
Lou. I have not. Oh, I haven't seen Lou in a minute, actually. You should keep an eye out in case there's any birds around,
Birds.
because he's a moth. It was a small joke. Just,
You're always so flowery.
Yes.
You're always
that
so
is
colorful
me.
with your language, Lee. What a
Yes,
poet.
it's the only color I can bring into the world.
Wait, how does Lee see Lou again?
Lee. So Lee and Lou are both like basically like ancient, and
Cryptids.
spent time in Gilbert before the school opened, when it was just the two of them, and so Lee used to see Lumen as just a moth, and is also like one of the only things like Lee does kind of for themselves on their own is like bird watching, which used to be much more of a thing before there was like human life around here.
Of course.
And so they famously once saw a blue jay almost eat Lumen. So
Scared
now
it
Lee
off.
just tries to keep an eye out for
What a
that.
hero. What a hero. Yeah, well, Helena is appreciative of the support. but we'll, tap your shoulder and say thank you, and then
Of course.
head off into, setting
Lee,
things up.
knowing that she's okay, have people who aren't from arts group started to come into the party?
Yeah, they're just starting now.
Lee is going to look around and see if they see Rachel anywhere.
Ooh. Just make me a flat roll of 2d6.
2d6. Oh god. How do I do that? Oh, there it is. 6. I think that did it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you do see Rachel. It looks like she's not super... She doesn't look like she's trying to rush, like excited to be here, but she doesn't look like she's having a bad time. But she does look like she's surrounded by a couple of other sporty looking gals who are like investigating the food offerings that Art's Thai fans brought in and set up on a table.
Lee walks over to them. Hello, lacrosse players. Welcome.
Oh, hey! I met you earlier.
Correct. My name is Lee. I work with the house, I suppose, in some fashion.
Yeah, cool. Y'all, this is Lee. They
Hello.
told me to come.
Lee kind of imposes themselves a little bit between this group and the food that Art's group brought and says, please come this way to the kitchen. We have other hors d'oeuvres that might be better suited to guests of the home. You don't need to trouble yourselves with these. And then kind of like walks them into the kitchen. And it's the same shit. It's a fucking house party. Everybody got like the same stuff. And they say, please help yourselves. And if you have any allergies, pressing infernal contracts, worries about sort of the state of things, do you feel free to let me know. I guess yes, have a wonderful night. And just so you know, we do keep sort of a pagan home, so you won't find any crosses or crucifixes anywhere in the home. You should be comfortable. Thank you.
Most of them just sort of like giggle at this, and they're like, oh my gosh, they're so thoughtful. But Rachel definitely like picks up on what you're doing and hangs back towards the end of the group, and it's like, hey, can I talk? Can we talk somewhere?
Sure. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. And she leads you to like a dark corner. Let's hop back to Art and Morgan.
I think so. Absolutely cut back. I think Lee takes her out back to the garden that they're starting.
Ooh,
And then,
beautiful.
And then cut to Art and Morgan.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Art and Morgan.
Morgan, where do you take me to a room? Just the two of us? Where do you take us? You're muted.
Not just the two of us, because I thought Dakota was joining us after his little.
His romp?
Absolutely. Yeah. I leave Chester in the room. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the rooms on the second floor are empty because new rushes are gonna move in there. So probably in one of those rooms, because there'll be like a bed to sit on, but it doesn't have like any personal stuff in it. But I'm definitely gonna leave the door open. Like the girls in the sorority they're not all gross. The people in the sorority are keeping an eye on nobody going up the stairs unless they're accompanied by somebody from the sorority.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
I'm leaving the
Party
door open
protocol.
for Dakota when Dakota shows up. But we're just gonna go into a room near the stairs.
Cool.
Just sit
So
down.
as you make yourselves comfortable in there, Dakota, you're heading down the stairs and you catch Morgan's glance and you know instantly that you're supposed to head into that room. So you do. You close the door behind you.
Lee can walk through the door if he comes back.
I'm glad you're both here. So Morgan, Dakota and I were discussing a few things, and after some shared experiences with Dakota, I have great trust with Dakota.
As you should.
But I am aware that you don't trust me. And like the same, there is some level of trust that I don't have with you.
Well, you don't know me yet.
I would like to have a very serious conversation with the three of us, but in a means in which that we all can trust each other. Are you okay with that?
And what will you do to make me trust you?
You know, the only way to really trust someone is when you hold their life in their hands. And Art pulls out the same dagger that he had stabbed the other person, and I hand the handle to Morgan. And if she takes it, I am going to then close my hand on it, and I'm going to hold the dagger up to my neck and let go so that Morgan's holding the dagger to my neck.
I like this, but can I roll gaze into the abyss to get like an idea if there's anything like strange about this dagger?
Sure. And Art, can you give us a recap on this? Who did you stab with this?
This is remember when we were playing and there was like the naked run and the Typhon fanatics were trying to kill everyone. And yes. I stabbed him in the chest in front of Bay and Ezra and all of them. That guy.
The guy. Ones who were trying to kill.
Yes, my
Reggie.
Friends. Yes.
Oh, okay. Reggie.
Yes, it's that dagger.
Okay. With a 7, Morgan, you can feel that this dagger has... This dagger's seen some shit, but it is not in and of itself magical.
It's bloodied, but not magical. Okay. Morgan's just like, I don't think this is necessary. That she doesn't like want to hold it to his neck because then I have to hold my arm up. So she's gonna put it in her lap, but keep it.
And Art looks at her and says, "Okay." And I look directly into Morgan's eyes and I start speaking in tongues. And I am going to hex her with Ring of Lies.
Which does what?
Basically, if you lie, you hurt yourself.
Oh, okay.
Dakota, you see this happening. If you would like to interrupt it, you may.
I think that Dakota is curious about what is going to happen here.
Yeah.
So I think that they just hang back for now.
So with a 7, it is a success. I take harm, which gives me experience. You notice that after saying that, Art blinks his eyes and then a single tear of blood rolls down his face. And says,
goodness.
Well, now I feel that we can all trust each other.
Wow.
Look, I love that Guilty's like, I got this whole plan of like this drama.
We're just like, no.
And we're just like, yeah, let's fuck this.
I can't think of a single time
you are
when we
the drama.
think the only time we actually let the plot be the plot was like the very first game when we were doing Among Us. So that's because somebody was killing us.
Now you're doing great.
So I look at Morgan and I look at Dakota and I say, I can make all of you get enough votes to get into the council, and I can definitely work some magic and make sure that Ezra doesn't see the light of day when it comes to renewing his presidency.
Of course he won't, because Dakota will be president, won't he?
That's the plan.
Thank you, Big Sid.
Oh, always. I personally don't intend to put myself on the board. You know, I'm so busy running the sorority. But we were thinking that maybe our sweet Lee could be the treasurer.
Sounds good to me. Here's the issue I have, and the reason why I feel that trust is most important is that I had a very similar agreement with Ezra. In fact, that's the reason he is where he is. And yet he did not fulfill his end of the bargain.
I know exactly what that's like when they break those promises.
So, I want to know, if we make this happen, if you're going to fulfill your end of the bargain.
Well, that depends. What do you want?
I want what you want. I want you to have a house full of people. Not a house, how about a campus full of people that you want? You can control them, you can run them, but it's a requirement that they come to my sermons. I will give you every single member of my organization. But the order of the house is definitely the order of Typhon. You are the leader. I'm just a preacher.
And
I think at this point, Dakota pipes up and says, of course, all we need is bodies to turn the campus into the green paradise that we want. Right, Morgan?
Morgan's actually quiet because she is thinking about the fact that they already have a patron that gives her powers that are supernatural. And shifting over to your order would mean abandoning that patron to whom she has made a promise. So now in Morgan's head, it is who can give me more power, Bea or Art? And I don't know what the answer is.
I will give you just a second to stew on that, and we'll take our second to last scene out in the garden with Lee and Rachel. So Lee, you lead Rachel out into the garden. Morgan is of course already broken ground and is, turning this into a little cottagecore fantasy out here. So you find some cute little tree stumps with like lace doilies on them near the tomato plants, and Rachel stops and like sits down on one.
On a tomato plant?
So,
I'm just fucking with you. Lee looks at Rachel. I believe you wanted to discuss something regarding the nature of different people at Gilbert.
yeah, what the fuck do you know about that?
Lee says, do you think it's strange the way I dress? And they gesture to the like kind of rumply like sweater vest shirt. They have like curled bangs and like a little like bouncy curly bob. They look like someone out of the 1940s.
No, it's like
Don't say it.
aesthetic as fuck,
Oh,
non-binary, dark academia.
it's honestly, that is actually the kindest way anyone has put it in a very long time. No, this is just the way I dress and the way that many people my age used to dress back when I was
Did you take a gap year?
alive. A gap? Well, I took. You could say I took many.
I'm a little lost, but like, what do you know about her? It sounded like you knew about our bargain.
I don't know about her per se, but I have a certain insight into the things that happen beyond the pale. And when I look at you, I see someone who is tied to forces beyond mortal ken. Would that be true, Rachel?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I don't
There are a
know.
lot of-
I mean, I'm just kind of like figuring it out, but it's nice to see that there's somebody that like understands. Would it be chill if I like kind of just got drunk at my first college party and then come back and like talk to you in the morning about it, or maybe in a little bit?
Lee laughs. You are more than welcome to get drunk at your first college party. Please enjoy everything that Mu Epsilon Delta has to offer you. I simply wanted to let you know that as a sorority and myself as an individual, we have a great deal to offer you beyond the pale.
Wow. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, I wasn't thinking of rushing, but I could really use a support network like that. Could I hug you?
You can try.
And Rachel goes in for a big hug.
Yeah, I think Lee is corporeal and receives it.
Sweet. All right, Morgan, difficult question time. You also have the option of like punting this, you know. Don't feel like you have to answer right now, but Art and Dakota are looking at you like, what's she gonna say?
Here's the thing. I already made a promise like that to somebody else. If you could show me that you have more to offer me than she does, then I would agree. But I don't want to make any rash decisions, of course. You understand.
Of course, you must weigh your options. What is exactly that she offered you? I need to know the offer before I know whether or not my counteroffer is worth it.
Let's say what she had to give me was out of this world.
The powers in which I work for would shatter every world if it needed to.
Then prove it.
How would you like me to do such a thing? I made one of your sister's teeth fall out of her face just because I wanted through the front door.
At this point, I think Dakota like meets Morgan's eyes, and maybe there's like a conversation there that says like, use me.
Oh, that's scary though, because she was gonna have him destroy somebody for her. Just like somebody random, just see how badly it could be. But
Goodness.
I don't want to
Dakota
hurt
trusts-
you.
Yeah, Dakota trusts Morgan like fully. So I don't know. It's up to you.
Can I roll something to kind of get what this was?
No, because Morgan has that
Yeah,
connection
that's
with her
fine.
gang members.
That's totally fine. What would you like?
I'm gonna Morgan like accepts that like trust and winks at you, but you don't have to do it today. I want you to show me what you can do. Destroy Ezra.
I mean, you're asking me to do the thing that I have been just aching to do for some time.
Well, here's your excuse.
I dismiss the spell off of Morgan, and then I reach into Morgan's lap and grab the knife and slowly move it away from her and put it into my pocket.
I'm not the DM, so I shouldn't ask this, but hey, Guilty, can you make Jake roll hot for me?
I will roll hot for you.
Jake, did you?
Morgan,
what I'm hearing is that
my hand did this on hers when I took the dagger out. It wasn't just take the knife. It was
No. What I'm hearing is that Morgan is turned on by threatening power.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is
Isn't
roll
that
hot,
obvious?
roll hot with a forward?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. One forward.
Man, how did it go from Art being the villain to Ezra being the villain so fast? What happened there? Everybody was just like
9.
turned on Ezra. All right, let's go.
All right, you get some choices, Void. They can give you a string, or you can choose from their reactions. Give yourself to them, promise something you think they want, get embarrassed, act awkward.
You can have a string on me. I think he worked for it. Yeah. I think Art deserves it.
Lovely.
As that string happens, in your ears, you hear the thumping, rattling sound. Mama. As Typhon just whispers some slight, silky smooth words into your ears. As anytime I gain a string on someone, Typhon gains a string on them. You are now more connected than you thought you were, my child.
Ooh, yes.
Nice.
And
That's how I like it with Morgan. That's how I like it. She tries to gain more power and she keeps like getting little things that will fuck her up later and she doesn't know about. It's great.
Rattling around in Morgan's brain as we sort of zoom out of this party into the darkness of the night, and Gilbert, are the thoughts and desires of her entire sorority, loudest of course being Dakota's right next to her. Feelings of excitement and hunger for the school year to come. And then wrapping even closer around that, there's a little voice that said, "Yes, welcome." And that is where we will end. Thank you all so much for a lovely game. This was amazing.
I don't even know whose victory this is. Everybody did.
Everybody did. That is absolutely true and accurate.
All right,
honestly,
Jake,
honestly, winner of the game is Lee.
Yeah. Lee.
I managed to just live my life.
You
lived your
recruited a
life.
new magical sorority member.
Look, you lived your life. You didn't have to manipulate anyone. You were there as a comforting individual. You showed humanity as a ghost today. You know? I'm just saying, I think
They
You're not wrong.
did
The
absolutely
Uh,
destroy
I
one
feel
of your
like
followers.
I also won because I clearly had a great effect on both Lee and Dakota.
It's true. It's true.
Oh!
Absolutely.
All right. Well, please tell us once more who you are, where people can find you, and why you won Monsterhearts tonight. Let's start with Arthur. Please, Indigo, Jake.
My name is Jake. You can reach me on Twitter at IndigoTUT, or if you want to see a bunch of content that I produce, like almost every single day, except for right now, literally after this, I'm going on vacation. So yes, you can see all the cool content I've got producing there, which includes a group run of the new Avatar game, and we're working with Rule of Lore.
Nice.
Rule of Lore and Q Times are doing a 4-episode run, two on Q Times, 2 on Rule of Lore. Someone you might all know, Liv, is actually going to be on it.
Yes, they are. I'm so excited about that.
The cast is great. We have Liv, we have Remy, we have Xander Genre and Sam Delev, all going to be cast members. Our very own Krug is going to GM, and Lucas is going to GM as well. So it's this whole big, huge endeavor that we're working on. That's the next kind of really cool big project that we've got coming up.
Sweet.
But we've got a ton of it. So check us out at _Q Times. I was playing Art, and I would say Art won because not only is plans in motion to destroy the one person that has utterly betrayed him, Ezra. Plans are in motion there. Gained a friend in Dakota. Gained respect for Lee because of that shutdown was beautiful. And moved closer to having a little tiny piece of Morgan's black heart. So
A tiny piece.
Yeah, just look. We start small, and we just exactly. We take over the whole thing,
Yep.
So that's why I think that Art won. But I'd love to hear the others.
Beautiful. Well, I do have to agree. Although I feel like I'll agree with everyone. Keith, can you please tell us who you are, where to find you, and why Dakota won Monsterhearts tonight?
Hi, I'm Keith. You can find me normally on Wednesdays at Total Party Chill. We do a bunch of indie games. I think we're getting ready for our 3rd season with A Fistful of Darkness, which is a powered by the it's a Forged in the Dark game in a current apocalyptic fantasy world, basically. So if you want to see a whole bunch of gunslinging and horror, come watch us.
What'd you call me?
And I think out loud Dakota would say that Morgan won, but in his heart, I think Dakota knows that he won because he will finally take the position of president, which he thinks Ezra is ill-suited for.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, Keith. Are y'all still doing Star Trek on Wednesdays?
No, that's over. We finished that off.
Oh yeah, we finished that.
Mhm.
Okay.
But you can watch the VODs, right?
Yeah, watch the VODs, but also I gotta say, since they're both here, Keith and Jake had the best scene. Just heartwarming, beautiful, lovely, like 2 people who were unmoored connecting to each other scene in the second to last episode. So to get the full effect, you have to like watch all of them. But like, if you want to see one single scene, watch the last scene of the second to last episode.
And I can tell you that Keith and I are nothing like our characters here on there. like at all.
Absolutely. Exactly.
There's a couple of things. there's a couple of things.
We
about
can't change
Dakota
who we
and
are.
Sylvan.
Look. I understand that I'm a dick, and sometimes all of the characters I play are a dick. I get that.
No. But that scene that we're talking about was deliberately based off like the shenanigans of Guilty's Monsterhearts games.
Oh,
So,
that's lovely.
well,
Void, tell us more about where to find you and why Morgan won Monsterhearts tonight.
All right, you can find me at VoidCat Gaming on Twitch and Twitter. Right now, just Twitter because I'm working a full-time job and I haven't figured out how to shift my schedule over yet. But whatever, you should head over there for some VODs of an amazing Star Trek game that just ended that Keith and Jake are in. And I definitely did mention it 5 minutes ago. Seriously, it was really fun. Please watch it. Morgan won in the obvious ways. She has ruined these people for life. Dakota is now a power-hungry person who makes their boyfriend for 20 minutes into a chair. And we just crushed somebody who was rude to Morgan, so that was great. And also, Art just like basically was like, I'll give you all my people on a silver platter, and I was like, okay, I'll think about it. So sounds like I won to me. I don't know.
Amazing. And finally, Lee. Tell us.
We all agree one. We all agree actually.
We all agree one.
Hey,
tell us where to find you and yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
What you doing?
My name is Jeff Ellis. You can find me on Twitter at Hekvetica, HEKVETICA. It's like a more family-friendly Helvetica. I do a lot of writing and game design and UI design. If you want to play a game that I wrote, you can head over to hekvetica.itch.io, where my game Death Sentence is available for pay what you want. It's a single player role-playing journaling game where you play out the last minutes of your life as a mecha pilot, sort of staving off an enemy army. And you get to sort of...
Oh no!
I mean, at least it didn't freeze during the game, but that's so sad.
I was also just sending the message of how the hell do you spell Hekvetica?
Hekvetica.
It's on the.
It's like Helvetica.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's only with a K. Heck.
Well, it is good that Jeff's internet decided to wait until our very end to crap out. But as we've already stated, Lee definitely won for many reasons. However, I would posit as your and finally, nope.
All the things are gonna be messed up. Don't worry about it. Just finish what you were saying.
Oh my god, y'all.
Oh wait, why am I doing that? I could do this. I got more space.
Oh my gosh. I'm Guilty Cosplay. I have been your DM, and I would say that we, the audience, have been the real winners tonight. Thank you so much for these amazing performances and all of the drama. Void, Jake, Hekvetica, Keith, I adore you all. It has been an evening. We're going to take our leave, send you off somewhere wonderful to raid. So I hope you have a great night, and we will see you next time at Gilbert College. Bye.
Oh my god, I just